So lots coming up, but we are starting tonight with a very powerful and timely film, especially when we've seen so many terrible acts of violence in our communities over the past few weeks.
Yeah, Kevin Dewall has been to meet one amazing woman who, after losing her son in devastating circumstances, is using his legacy to potentially save others.
Incidents such as the Manchester Arena attack and 7/7.
Sad reminders that atrocities happen in our towns and cities, and they never get easier to deal with.
It's been 7 years since Figen Murray's 29-year-old son Martin died in the arena bombing.
How are you?
I'm good. Do come in. You certainly knew when he was about, always pulling my leg in particular, and always up to mischief.
He was one of 22 people who lost their lives.
Life just completely turned upside down for us.
Since then, Figen has campaigned for legislation that requires venues to have a preventative plan in place against attacks.
I came across the government's counter-terrorism strategy document. Security at venues is optional, it's a recommendation. And to this day, it still is only a recommendation. We started negotiating with the Home Office, asking for Martyn's Law. We asked for people at venues to do a risk assessment for terrorism vulnerabilities inside the building and outside the building. We asked people to have a counter-terrorism action plan, and we asked the local councils work with the bigger venues.
Martyn's Law was included in the King's speech, and Figen is hopeful it will be introduced in the next Parliament.
So Keir Starmer said he will prioritise it. It would be a crying shame if we go through the 8th anniversary and it isn't done.
You know, the strength and courage that Figen has shown to not only deal with her own grief, but to then go on and think of a way how she can help other families is just remarkable. But here in Manchester, venues aren't waiting for a law to change. They're taking action now.
Staff at pubs, clubs and social spaces are being taught what to do in the event of a major incident.
These kits have been designed for someone to use without any prior training.
And Manchester City Council will be supplying 177 public access trauma kits to different venues.
This is really simple to use.
Janice McMahon is from the healthcare company that supplies the kits.
What's the difference between this PAcT Kit and say a first aid kit?
So a normal workplace first aid kit has things in for cuts and bruises and bumps. These would be treating a catastrophic bleed. You can die within less than 5 minutes, and they are to fill the care gap. So your care gap is from the time of an incident happening to the time when the emergency services can get to you to treat you. If you're in a terrorist attack, that could be quite some time because they've got to make sure the area is clear before they can allow the paramedics to go in.
So Kev's got an injury to his lower arm. I'm going to place that on there.
The inquiry into the arena attack found there was a delayed care gap before paramedics and healthcare workers arrived and started treatment. But today, staff are making sure they are able to respond quickly if there is a major incident in the workplace.
Obviously, you never want to be in that position and to have to use it, but I do think that they are so simple to use.
A few years ago, my dad was stabbed, literally right in front of me, and this kit would definitely have helped me back then. I mean, it would have been a lot easier to stop the blood flow because
You didn't have the tools to stop it?
Exactly, but this part would have definitely helped stop it quicker.
Wow. How different did you find it from a first aid kit to the PAcT Kit?
There's less in it, but it's more heavy duty stuff.
As the session draws to a close, there's a special message from Martin's mum, Figen.
Thank you so much to all of you for having done this training today at the arena attack. Sadly, a lot of people who were present didn't have the necessary skills to know what to do, how to save a life. Plus, there was no equipment. With these PAcT kits and your training, you will, without any doubt, save lives.
Wow. What an interesting but difficult day today. You know, meeting Figen was upsetting in places listening to her story, but also inspiring. And, you know, we all hope that these kits will never be opened or used. But if they are, that could be the difference between life and death.
Wow.
What an incredible woman, right?
Yeah, and turning something so devastating into something vaguely positive, or very positive, but hard for her. Amazing.